Well, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Because I don't hear people say, oh, I've got to go, I've got to get my steps in today. I don't
Yeah.
hear it as much. Stephanie, what about you?
Yeah, it does seem like it has fallen off a little bit, just, you know, in casual conversation in my life that I've heard. And there are certainly lots of ways to keep yourself moving. So that was our question of the day today. We asked you, are you still tracking your steps? And if not, how do you track your activity in general? So our first response comes from Brenda, who says that she doesn't really care how many or few steps she walks, that it adds more stress to her life. She doesn't want to beat herself up about it, which is, to Jay's point earlier, kind of a vibe that some people were having there. Now, our next response comes from Rebecca and says she uses the Apple Watch to track it, and it's not so much about the amount of the steps, but just motivation to keep moving and get as close as possible to those daily goals. Our next response comes from Jeff, who says if he doesn't get 5,000 by 7 a.m., the day is a fail.
What?
That is very
Jeff,
active.
I hope that's not true.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And for Ray says it's not really tracking necessarily, but he exercises every day, and he's been doing that since he was 15 years old. Good for you, Ray.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a life habit.
It sure
really
is. Certainly is. Now, in our 3 What's New group, Jana Gendron says that she gets up and walks every morning, so it's about the daily thing for her, and her goal is 6,000 steps every day.
Jana's ahead of the curve there.
She is.
Apparently she knew that was what the number should be.
Right? She was on trend ahead of time. And Gigi Berry says that she tracks her activity in miles and tries to walk 3 to 4 times a week. And this is for personal reasons, but she is up and down all day long when she's not out. And she knows that's a high number, but for personal reasons, she wants it to be a high number for her. Now, I've got this Fitbit, and I wear it mostly, I mostly use it for a watch, but I know it does have the ability to monitor my
Do you look
steps
daily?
and things. I don't look daily. I was monitoring my sleep with it.
Oh,
so that
wow.
was a different factor that this had for me, but a lot of people said the Apple Watch, a lot of people said the Fitbit. Very popular tools. There are a lot of options out there if you're wanting to track your activity really meticulously like that.
That's smart.
I do feel like that trend has kind of, I don't want to say that it's come and gone, but about 5 years ago, it was everywhere.
Yes.
Everybody, you know, I have the Apple Watch, and I hardly wear it.
But
But
you
what-
do
but early
work
on,
out
I wore it all the
religiously,
time.
And it
I do.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't think that would make a difference to what you do.
Yeah, probably not, because in my mind, at the end of every day, I can either say, yeah, I hit my goal, or no, I didn't.
Just based on how you feel?
Yeah, you just kind of know. You kind of know.
Those little competition circles, I think, are helpful for people too.
Yeah,
I
where
know
you
on
complete
this
the
you can
circles.
partner up with people and you can have little competitions to see if your activity level is higher or lower than them. I think that makes it kind of fun.
Yeah.
If you're having a healthy, you know, sort of fun competition.
Sure.
In that way.
Do it with family members and that kind of thing, and you're encouraged to do more because it becomes a competition.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's how I am.
We do know. I'm with you on that though, Jay. I am.
All right, great stuff. Thanks, Steph.